Top 10 important documents in accounting. Cash memo. Businesses use cash memos as source documents. It is here that we record all sales and purchase transactions. It is one of the most recurrent accounting documents, which a business gives when it makes cash sales or receive in case of a cash purchase. Invoice. An invoice is also called a bill. Business must record all their credit sales or credit purchases in this document. For example, when a firm makes sales on credit, it prepares a sales invoice. It details the transaction in terms of the quantity of goods sold, the price per item and the total amount sold. The same applies to purchases. Receipt. Businesses use the receipt as proof of payment for goods and services. It is a source document that a seller prepares on account of receiving cash from a second party. Pay-in slip. The pay-in slip is a proof of transaction document received from a bank for depositing money into a bank account. The process involves filling up a form at the bank, with details of the depositor, date of transaction and amount deposited. Cheque. The cheque is one of the most used financial accounting documents. The document is used for financial transactions and is payable once presented to a specified banker. The cheque is an unconditional order in which an entity signs directing the banker to pay a certain sum of money. The payee is the person whose details appear on the instrument. Debit note. We use the debit note as an evidence document. The note is sent to an individual or business against which we have the debit. Businesses draw debit notes against entities from which they anticipate recovering certain amounts of money. For example, if you draw a debit note to a supplier, you expect them to return defective or damaged goods. Credit note. Businesses use a credit note to show that they have credited a given party as indicated on the document. The document is written, for example, to a purchaser to show that the business has credited the transaction in their books. Voucher. A voucher is a business document that records what type of transaction is to be recorded in financial books. Vouchers are prepared using source documents and identify transactions as debit and credit. There are two types of vouchers: cash voucher and non-cash voucher. Remittance advice. We use the remittance advice to detail payments sent to a supplier, including whether it's an invoice or offset credit note. Account statement. This is a document sent out by a supplier to a customer listing the transactions on the customer's account, including all invoices and credit notes issued and all payments received from the client. Accounting documents play a critical role in the handling of business transactions and the preparation of financial statements like the income statement and balance sheet. They are also needed for compliance and tax records. Businesses are now automating many of the accounting processes, and the software a business chooses could be a great addition to keeping financial records.